I don't know how this deck came to be, but man, I'm excited to play it myself. 3.3 Xbow MK Elixir Collector. Let's freaking do it, man. This deck seems broken and a lot of people are running it. I'm gonna rock it myself. Let's go. So how's it going, everybody? All of a sudden, like overnight almost, this deck just appeared and a lot of people are running it, and apparently it's like a solid deck. Oh, Hog first game is not what you want to see. Usually Hog means Earthquake or Lightning, which are both pretty good counters to this deck. Hopefully it's not Hog Earthquake. Actually, I feel like I'd maybe rather face Hog Earthquake. Oh, he has Xe. Oh, so it's Hog Valk Executioner. You guys know that deck. Pretty popular as well. But yeah, I did ask the question yesterday if you guys think the Hog Rider needs a nerf, and a lot of people were saying yes. A lot of were saying no. Some were saying it was fine. I don't know. It's definitely still up in the air. I think it was pretty split in the comments, but I'm just going to go for the Skellies like this. And yeah, this deck, basically, this is my first time playing it. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I have played Pumpo a lot, and I do like playing Pumpo. With an MK is really odd because, you know, you wouldn't think 7 Elixir would synergize with this, and I don't know how it does. I'm just going to have to figure it out myself here because, like I said, first game of this deck, so... You're seeing my original gameplay. I'm not going to be able to, you know, take any practices before. I'm just going to show y'all how I do with this. And MK is going to jump on top of that XE right there, which is pretty nice. I could just go for the Xbow here on the right-hand side. Oh, that MK actually might get on tower for a hit here. Jump. Oh, wait, jump. Oh, that was close, dang it. But yeah, as I was planning to record this video, I saw that literally everybody's making a video on this deck. Like I saw Riley making one, Ian making one. I think, I'm not sure if Aragon made one. Just everybody is making one on this deck because it's so popular randomly, and it's a cool deck in off meta that you just don't see. So I'm actually going to pop my ability and go for the E-Spirit like this. He's going to Valkyrie, isn't he, on top of that? Yeah, he does. That kind of sucks, I guess, but the Guardian is going to at least take out the Valkyrie. I probably shouldn't have gone for that ability. It's probably a little bit of a dumb one. For some reason, I thought he'd be lower on Elixir than he was, and I could use the advantage for the pump, but that was not the case right there. Anyways, it's still fine. I have my Evo Skellies in rotation as well, and I'm just going to have to slowly figure out how to play this deck. Now, the card I haven't talked about yet is the LP. Now... LP and Pumpo is interesting to me. I think it's a little bit weaker than most support cards in a deck like this, but it also can get really good value in certain situations. So it's kind of a card where you could either really get a ton of value or just kind of it be useless in a matchup. And I think in this matchup specifically, it's going to be pretty much useless, unfortunately. But I'm just going to go for the Ice Wiz the back. Not Ice Wiz, Ice Spirit. I'm so used to saying Ice Wizard. Let's go for the Fire Spirit like this as well. He does Rocket again. Okay, we can definitely go for the out cycle here. But yeah, key to this deck, just like any other Pumpo deck, you want to get back to your pumps as quickly as possible and maximize your Elixir advantage for later in the match whenever you are finally going for the big push. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my MK down. He also logs nothing right there, which is good. I'm just going to go for the E-Spirit up top and then also kite this back. Actually, wait, let me just go for the LP the bridge. I'm not going to defend that Valk. I was going to go for Skellies originally, but I think I just want to commit to a dual lane pressure here and really force him to be in an awkward situation. I don't know how he has enough for Rocket right there, but even though he does, we still get a bit of Expo damage, and of course, that Xe is hopefully eventually going to die. No, it's not going to, is it? Actually, it will, barely, I think. Yeah, perfect. So, we're fine right now. He could go for the Hog opposite lane. This is still a good spot, even though we are down 1,000 damage. I'm actually going to try and cycle 2 MKs. This could be the play here. Let's go for the... Yeah, let's not go for the Expo because he's going to Rocket. So I'm just going to go for the double MK here. He already used his Valkyrie, by the way. That Xe's going to die to my MK on the right-hand side, I think. I can go for the Fire Spirit, Electro Spirit here to pressure. The Evo MK's on tower, by the way. Pop the ability like this. How is the Xe still breathing? Oh my goodness, what a broken card. Genuinely, that Xe is so broken. We had 2 MKs and he protected it. Like, what? Let's go for the Expo on the left-hand side. He's going to rocket this. Wait, no, he's not. What the heck is that? Oh, he's still probably going to rocket this, actually. Wait, am I winning the game here? He's going to have to rocket that on 0, but then the LP is going to connect on his tower, and I can just pop my ability like this. Come on, get down. Ice Spirit 2, and then Fire Spirit predict the goblins, potentially, on this left-hand side. Perfect. Now that he used that, he has to pop the ability, probably, but the Guardian's on his tower. He has the Valkyrie, and now he's dead on the right-hand side. Beautiful awareness right there, and you could see the Elixir Collectors finally came into play. We're kind of bridge spamming more with our MK and our LP than we really did it with the Expo this game, but you know what? Maybe we'll get some more value out of the Expo in these next couple. Up against Saeed in this next match right here, and I was thinking to myself, is this deck actually better than the one with the Valkyrie and the Hero Wizard? I don't know. I think I still prefer that one, definitely, but this one's definitely a different, complete deck overall. You pretty much are just going for huge pushes with this deck, as opposed to, like, constant spam. You know, smaller pushes. But I'm just going to go for the LP to back and see how he wants to do things. It's almost like a beatdown Pumpo deck. It's kind of weird, but that is a huge push, by the way. Speaking of huge pushes, I'm going to go for the MK on top. Hopefully we don't get cheesed by this push off the very beginning of the game. That would kind of suck, to be completely honest. I'm going to go ahead and use my ability here. I guess I probably didn't actually need to, but I want to try and prevent giant damage as much as I can. And now he's going to have to drop down quite a bit of Elixir on top of this, I would assume, because I don't actually know what he has in cycle. He uses Mini P.E.K.K.A. What does he have for this? Maybe like like Dark Prince. Okay, that's fair. I mean, we could probably just go for the collector and be fine here. It's a bit risky, but I'm just going to go for it in Electro Spirit 2 to make sure that Dark Prince, of course, doesn't connect. Now, what does he decide to do? That is the question, because this is going to like change the outcome of the game a lot right here, I think. If he goes aggressive and I'm able to defend, we could easily win. But if he just plays passively, I think he's going to still give himself a pretty solid chance, even with these 2 pumps on the map. So he's going to go for the bats in the back, which is kind of an interesting passive play. I kind of expected him to be more aggressive with the Sparky deck. There's the Sparky. I was kind of expecting that. All right, let's go ahead and drop the... Actually, you know what? I'm going to defensive Xbow, because if I offensive right now, he'll probably just sack his tower or just go for like a late mini P.E.K.K.A. or a giant in front of the Sparky and then like something on the Xbow on 0. You know what I mean? So I feel like it wouldn't really be the greatest play. I'm just going to try and get value out of my little prince right here and see how this goes. I'm going to Skellies now. He's going to probably play a spell on top of those, which is okay. There's the Zap spell. I could have probably got an Electro Spirit down in time to block for that Sparky, but now I'm just going to completely commit to this on the right-hand lane. Let's go for the Skellies like this. Oh, this has to be like most of his tower, if not, yeah, not all of it, but most of it. I'll take it for sure. MK's going to slap him a few more times, and then, of course, we have such a big elixir lead just overall that I can just go for the LP back. Is he going to giant in front of this? That's the question. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need the best defense in my life right here. That was such bad timing. He actually did just straight up giant, which is crazy. Okay, I need to go Ice Spirit like this. I need to go for my LP to kite stuff over. I need to go Electro Spirit to stun these bats and then Fire Spirit to kill them. And then Evo Skelly's on top. He already zapped. Oh, my gosh. That defense was crazy. I low-key panicked with that Little Prince ability, but it doesn't even matter because that defense was so clean for the situation we were in that I don't even care. And, man, that was just so many 1 elixir cards saving me right there. Whew, we're going to actually get a 3 crown out of this as well, so definitely turned in my favor, and I knew he was going to go for one of those pushes. I just didn't know what time he would full send it, and luckily we were somehow able to stop the pushes from taking our tower and still win the game. For a deck like this to work, there's clearly got to be a problem, right? Like, what is the issue with this deck? Why is it viable? And I think the answer to that question is the spirits, personally. I think Fire Spirit does way too much tower damage, first of all. That card needs a nerf desperately, in my opinion. It just does, like, it does more than a Fireball. It's 4 elixir, and Fire Spirit's 1. Like, genuinely, like, what? I don't know. It's crazy. And just the amount of pressure you can provide from a singular Fire Spirit in general, I think I'm mainly talking about Fire Spirit when I say spirits need a nerf, is too much. It just is too much for 1 elixir. You have to respond or you take 300 and something damage. Like, they nerfed all the spells, but they don't nerf that. It doesn't even make logical sense to me, but in my brain. But anyways, enough yapping about that and how broken it is. Today, we're just going to be spamming pumps a million times. It's kind of our thought process. And I haven't even seen this deck played much. I did face it like 2 or 3 times yesterday. I was playing this game for 12 consecutive hours. It was definitely a experience, and one that I don't want to recreate anytime soon. Definitely don't recommend it, but I'm just gonna go for the Ice Spirit like this, then LP down low on top of the mortar and the Electro Spirit as well. Okay, I thought this guy was training for the World Cup right now, but I guess he's on Clash, apparently. Let's go for the Collector on the right-hand side, and I can just go ahead and let that kind of happen. He misses the Fire Spirit. There you go. 400 damage. I don't know if it was that much, but, like, a lot of damage on his tower right there, which is quite absurd. I'm just going to let that kind of happen and then go for my Skellies up top to pull these Larrys back. We take 1 hit. Not too bad. He does Fireball, so I'm just going to try and cycle back around to another Elixir Collector, and that's all we're really doing. We're just pumping and pumping and pumping until we have enough of a lead to where I can capitalize, and I think we probably could try and start doing that now, but I think it's safer to just go ahead and get 1 more collector down, or maybe a couple more depending on how he plays this match. And even though he has like a pretty good deck in the meta, I still think we have just a toxic enough deck to compete with it, and I hate mortar. Like, you guys know I hate mortar very much so, and believe the deck is in need of nerfs, but 3 collectors down going into double is just a beautiful sight, honestly. Let's go for the LP. He doesn't decide to fireball that one, which is quite interesting. I literally just said that, and then he fireballed. That's kind of funny. But what I'm going to do is pump up 1 more time because he just fireballed. Like, there's no way he's getting another fireball, so this pump is going to get maximum value here. He's going to mortar. I'm just going to go MK in the middle. Actually, really interesting play by him to go other lane with the Valkyrie. Let me go Ice Spirit like this, and then I can go for the Fire Spirit too. We should be fine if I can get back to my MK here. Let's go for the Skellies. Yep, we're back to MK now. Now, you can run this deck, by the way. I missed my MK timing. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. You can run this deck with a Snowball if you want, but I prefer having just the cheaper cycle. I'm not a huge Snowball fan. I know a lot of people like the Snowball. I'm just not one of those people. I'm going to pop my ability. I think that's game. Yeah, he's dead. He has no Elixir. And just like that, the Elixir pumps have suddenly caught up to him, and the game is completely over in 2 seconds. The Valkyrie comes down in a desperation effort to save him, but it's not going to do enough. We can MK the pocket, and just like that, we have defeated Messi here in this match without really doing anything other than just going double MK and then Xbowing behind it. I guess that's skill. Up against Mazinho in this next game, gonna go for the Fire Spirit first play. Another Hog. Dude, Hog is so popular. I think Hog might be the most popular archetype this season, which is interesting. I don't know, maybe Balloon. Balloon's definitely up there still. But E-Spirit comes down, probably gonna be Hog, Mighty Miner. Yeah. Now, this is probably the worst matchup you can get because he has Earthquake for the pump, of course. So there's not really any time to use it. I will say the Evo MK is pretty solid in this matchup because, of course, it's going to slap around the Mighty Miner a whole bunch. But I think LP is once again, I mean, it could get a little value. It's one of those matchups where it's probably not going to do too much. I think LP is good against beatdown, but against cycle decks, it definitely has its weaknesses. Is he going to Firecracker? I would severely doubt if he Firecrackered that at the bridge. Yeah, he goes in the back instead, which is probably the smart play. Now, this is the downside to having no spell, of course. That's a bad Tesla placement, by the way, I think, at least. But yeah, this is the downside of having no spell. You can't kill the Firecracker at all. It's going to just sit on the map and get infinite value. Now, I think he just messed up a lot because now he has pretty much no elixir. He has to go for a Log Earthquake on 0 instead of going for the Mighty. I think he just barely wasn't able to afford the Mighty Miner, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't want to guarantee something I can't be 100% positive of. But even if he did go for that Mighty Miner on 0, I think we would have been in a good spot. He also just Earthquake, so like I could pump up hypothetically here, but I'm just going to wait and see if he goes for the Hog first. Before I do that, I don't really want to pump up at all unless I'm 100% sure, like, okay, this is going to benefit me. So let me go for the Skellies and the LP. He actually goes for the Firecracker at the bridge. I mean, holy moly, that's aggressive. I mean, hopefully we're able to punish that here. The LP plus the Guardian is walking forward. He's just going to Mighty on top of that, so I don't expect much. I'll Ice Spirit to predict it. Nice, not too shabby. Get myself a little bit more damage on that Mighty Miner. And now I think we could just kind of be patient here. I could go for the MK. We haven't played it yet this match, and maybe he doesn't know that I have it. Actually, no, we did play it. Am I tripping? We played it twice, right? Am I going crazy? Yeah, we played it twice on the Hog Rider. For some reason, I thought it was like, since it wasn't evolved, I hadn't used it yet. Dude, you can tell I've been playing too much Clash recently based off of that. Dementia Tour strikes again. I can already see the comment, but anyways, MK is going towards the tower. I'm going to go for the Electro Spirit like this, and then there's the Hog. I'm going to go for the Skelly's Ice on top of the Hog. That shouldn't actually connect at all, and then I can go for yet another Xbow with the LP pressuring, the MK pressuring. He does activate King, but I can pop my ability as soon as I can. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Okay, perfect. Oh, the Skellies. Oh, look at the Guardian tanking for the Tesla. That was absolutely magnificent, and just like that, Evo Skelly's perfect LP ability, and the game is completely over. I don't even know how we won that game so quickly. Didn't have a pump down or anything, but you know what? Sometimes Pumpo just turns into one of those decks where you just have infinite pressure all of a sudden. Here we go against Pat. In this one, I have the pump in the 5th slot, which is always nice, but this time he does go for the bandit first play, so I'm not going to do a pump. I'm just going to go for the LP in the back and take it slow. I think the hardest part about this deck, which doesn't seem hard at all, that's why it's not skillful at all, is to know when to place the MK down. Like, if you place an MK, it's obviously a 7 elixir commitment. I don't really want to just drop it whenever. It could definitely cost me in situations, so I'm going to try and be patient with it and not really just send it at the river. Just going to go for the Little Prince down low in the back right here. I'm assuming he's probably got some kind of bridge spam deck based off of the first couple of cards. LP, unfortunately, is going to get walloped right there by the Executioner, which needs a nerf. But just going to go for the Fire Spirit like this right here. Okay, this is perfect because now I can just go for a low MK. Which is also going to give me a little bit of time to go ahead and pressure him back. I'm actually going to do something pretty aggressive and go for an Xbow on the left-hand side. And what I'm going to do is immediately slam my Evo Skellies down on this left-hand lane to force him to defend both sides. And now he's going to have to defend the Xbow, and he has to defend these Skellies. Wait a minute, those Skellies. Wait a minute. Come on, Evo Skellies. Please just cheese him somehow. Let's go ahead and protect our Xbow as much as we can because those Larrys are not going to make it, unfortunately. But the Xbow still connects, so that was definitely worth it overall. And I think the Larrys killed, what, a boss bandit and a normal bandit, so that's definitely pretty good value. And the Xbow goes ahead and just rips half of his tower for fun. Why not? Nice, we'll take that. Really good start right here. Haven't even used our collector, and honestly, I might not even use it at all because the deck that he has... it's just bridge spam. Like, pretty much all of it is just pressure on the river. So if I do pump up, he's probably going to place everything down, and I might get cheesed, and I really don't want to get cheesed right now, especially after that good of a start right there. And how well we played that. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, Magic Archer. I didn't even know he had that in this deck. At least it's not the hero, but that card is one of the more annoying cards in this game for sure. I also don't really have a great response to it. So he goes for the Boss Bandit. Let me go for the Electro Spirit like this. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to lock in. This is kind of a sloppy defense from me right now. Let's go ahead and let that kind of happen. Go for the Ice Spirit down low. I need this Magic Archer to eventually die. That would be pretty epic. Let's get the Electro Spirit down low and then go for the LP as well on that Ram. Not too shabby. That should die right before it connects. Oh my gosh, it actually died right before it connected. Like, genuinely, it even made the animation unless I'm going crazy and seeing things. So I'm gonna Expo in the middle again here. and just wait for him to kind of spam me. He's going to go Boss Bandit and the Ghost. I mean, that's just so much value for the MK, though. I have to take that right there. He does get the Heal Spirit down, which is quite annoying, but I can just go ahead and let that happen. I actually would prefer the MK to not be slapping the Bandit back because it just continuously dashes on it when it slaps it backwards. Kind of a stupid interaction, but it's all good. The Boss Bandit is going to die. It has to die eventually. There we go. So let me just drop down my MK. He actually ghosted as well on this right-hand lane, so he's giving me even more value with the MK right there. I can go ahead and drop down the Xbow on the right-hand side with the MK2, and then Electro Spirit for the pressure, and I think this could be potentially a lock depending on how he plays this. He's most likely going to Marcher, though. Yep, dude, Marcher is so good. It's such a good card in a situation like this. Nice ability there, but it's not going to matter because the Marcher killed the entire Xbow by itself from his own side of the map. That's crazy. All right, well, unfortunately, that didn't work out in my favor, but I'm just going to go for the MK like this right here, let the Ghost connect on my tower, and then just go ahead and drop down our Fire Spirit 2 to make sure we don't take any damage from that magical archer. Now, MK jumps, but it's okay. I'm going to go for the defensive Xbow here again, and only a minute 30 left. I haven't even pumped up a single time this game, and honestly, sometimes games are going to be like this, where you don't even use the Elixir Collector, but I think now I just want to try and defend this without using my MK, because if I do MK, of course, it could come back to bite me. Let me go for the Fire Spirit 2, and then also Larry's the middle with the Fire Spirit. Wait, didn't I just play the Fire Spirit? I think I had an Electro Spirit, actually. I don't know. There's too many spirits to keep track of all of them, I'm telling you. But even right here, we're in a good spot. He's probably going to go for the XE. No, I lied. He goes for the Boss Bandit other lane. Let's get LP down with an Electro Spirit 2 and some Larrys to make sure this does not ruin my day. He has to be forced into a defensive ram, which is awesome for me. And now, with only a minute left in this match, Triple Elixir, we should be okay if I just defend with my Xbow and don't choke. So I'm going to go ahead and drop down my Fire Spirit like this. Oh, no, 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 please don't dash. I don't want you to take out my Xbow. I actually need that Xbow for defensive purposes. So let me go for the LP the back here. 45 seconds. I'll defensive again. Double defensive Xbow, never hurt nobody. He's going to go for a Magic Archer. I'm just going to go for my Fire Spirit the bridge, Electro Spirit like this, and then I guess I'll MK the back into this Marcher. Maybe it's a little bit too aggressive. We'll see. Oh, okay. He actually is just going to full send it here. Wait a minute. This could be bad, potentially. Oh my gosh, no. He just logged like 4 things at once. That was so unlucky. Wait, did I just lose? I think I just lost. I have to make sure this Marcher does not take my whole tower here by going LP. But look at the right side, though. We need some damage. I'm going to full commit to this left-hand lane because he's playing everything on the right-hand lane. No way he defends this. He's so low on Elixir right now. Please, come on, MK, jump. LP's on tower. We are going to get the connection, and we are going to win this game. So despite him really full committing to that right-hand, or left-hand lane, rather, we still were able to get damage on the counter push. In time, I thought we were going to lose that game for a second. But yeah, overall, deck is like a 7 out of 10. It's pretty solid, has a lot of good things about it, and definitely can be broken in the right scenarios. Hope you enjoyed, and of course, see you in the next one. Peace.